All right, football fanatics, gather round. The new season is barely a whisper on the horizon, maybe just a gentle breeze, but some clubs have decided to skip the whispering and go straight to a full-blown hurricane warning. We're talking about those asterisk transfers. Not the ones that look good on paper, not the ones for the future, but the signings that have stepped onto the pitch for 5 minutes and made you slap your forehead, muttering, well, that changes everything. Today, we're counting down the top 5 transfers that are already breaking the new season wide open. These aren't just additions, they're immediate game changers, tectonic shifts in the footballing landscape. Let's dive in before the entire league collapses under the weight of their brilliance. Before we hit the big 5, let's toss a quick honorable mention to El Maestro, a midfielder who's completely reshaped his team's identity. He hasn't just slotted in, he's taken a wrench to the whole engine and rebuilt it during pre-season. His passing range is absurd, his vision X-ray quality, and suddenly a team that struggled with possession looks like prime Barcelona. It's almost unfair how quickly he's made everyone else look better. We expect him to be a major force once the season properly kicks off. This isn't just a transfer, it's a midfield masterclass in progress. Another shout-out goes to the defender who joined a team with a defense shakier than a jelly on a trampoline. This individual has, in approximately 3 friendly matches, transformed them into an impenetrable fortress. Headers cleared, tackles crunching, and an ability to organize the backline with just a stare. The opposing strikers are already having nightmares. It's a testament to how one leader at the back can elevate an entire unit. Their previous season's conceded goals tally is about to look like a distant, embarrassing memory. Truly, a wall has been built. Coming in at number 5, we have the Italian midfield dynamo, Luca Mancini. Moving from Serie A to the Premier League, many wondered if his elegant style would translate. Well, folks, it hasn't just translated, it's practically written a new dictionary. Mancini hasn't scored a hat-trick of worldies, but he's already redefined his new team's entire approach. The ball sticks to him like glue, his progressive passes are carving open defenses, and the tempo of their play has gone from leisurely stroll to bullet train overnight. He's the guy who does the dirty work, makes everyone else look good, and frankly, makes you wonder what their previous midfield was even doing. What makes Mancini's impact so immediate? It's not just his individual brilliance, though there's plenty of that. It's how he's transformed the entire team's tactical setup. Before him, their attacking midfielders often dropped deep to get the ball, leaving strikers isolated. Now, Mancini orchestrates from the base, allowing those creative players to stay higher up the pitch and focus on what they do best, terrorizing defenders. Suddenly, their average possession in pre-season friendlies has jumped, and their attackers are seeing more touches in dangerous areas. It's like adding a turbocharger to an already decent engine. Opponents are already scrambling to adapt to this new, invigorated midfield. Sliding into the number 4 spot, we have the Ghanaian goal-scoring sensation, Kwame Asamoah. After a slightly dry spell at his previous club, many cynics thought his best days were behind him. Oh, how delightfully wrong they were. Asamoah has joined his new side and instantly remembered where the net is. He's scored in almost every pre-season game, not just tap-ins, but thunderous headers and clinical finishes that defy his age. He's running defenses ragged with his movement, and his new teammates are feeding him like he's the only one who knows how to put the ball in the back of the net. This isn't just a striker, it's a striker reborn, a phoenix rising from a few goalless games. Kwame Asamoah's value isn't just in the goals themselves, it's about giving his team that crucial final product. His new club created tons of chances last season but lacked a clinical edge, finishing in a respectable but ultimately frustrating mid-table spot. Now, with Asamoah leading the line, every cross looks threatening, every through ball feels destined for the net. He's turned half chances into full-blown goal celebrations. Defenders are already looking terrified of his aerial ability and his knack for being in the right place at the right time. He's the missing puzzle piece that turns hopeful attacks into guaranteed goals. At number 3, we have a defensive titan who hails from Norway, Astrid Jensen. Before her arrival, her new team's defense was often described as porous, and that's being polite. They leaked goals faster than a sieve in a swimming pool. Enter Jensen, a towering centre-back with the tactical nous of a chess grandmaster. She's not just a physical presence, she's an organizer, a leader, a general at the back who barks orders and makes sure everyone is where they need to be. In just a few games, they've gone from conceding multiple goals to barely allowing a sniff at their net. Opponents suddenly find themselves up against a brick wall, and it's all thanks to her. Astrid Jensen's immediate impact isn't just about her individual defending prowess, it's her communication. You can literally hear her yelling instructions, positioning teammates, and generally making sure no one gets complacent. This has brought a newfound structure to a previously disorganized backline. Her presence allows the full backs to push forward with more confidence, knowing she's covering their backs. The goalkeeper looks calmer, and even the defensive midfielder plays with more freedom. She's not just plugging holes, she's rebuilding the entire foundation, brick by formidable brick. It's a defensive masterclass that's already paying dividends. To truly grasp Astrid Jensen's impact, let's look at some numbers. In the 5 pre-season games she's played, her new team has conceded only 2 goals, compared to an average of 7 in the previous year's pre-season. Her aerial duel success rate is sitting at a staggering 90%, dominating every high ball. And perhaps most tellingly, the number of opposition shots on target has dropped by a massive 40%. These aren't just marginal improvements, these are wholesale transformations. If these stats hold up, her team is going from relegation candidates to solid mid-table contenders, all thanks to one commanding presence. Bursting into our number 2 spot with the speed of a cheetah on a caffeine drip, it's Javier El Fuego Montoya. This winger arrived with a reputation for blistering pace and dazzling dribbling, and my word, he has lived up to the hype and then some. He's turned his new team's often stagnant attack into a blur of activity. Every time he gets the ball, fans are on their feet, holding their breath. He's not just running, he's creating chances, scoring goals, and putting defenders on spin cycle. He's the spark plug their offense desperately needed, and has already set the pre-season alight. El Fuego indeed. What makes El Fuego so transformative? He doesn't just score goals, he creates chaos. His directness forces defenses to constantly shift and commit players, opening up space for his teammates. Before Montoya, this team often struggled to break down parked buses, resorting to hopeful long balls. Now, with him drawing 2 or 3 defenders, suddenly the central midfielders have acres of space, and the striker gets more one-on-one situations. He's not just a winger, he's a tactical wrecking ball, disrupting opposition plans with every touch. You can almost hear the opposition coaches sighing in despair every time he picks up the ball. It's not just about the numbers with Montoya, it's the sheer entertainment factor. He's already producing highlight reels that would make seasoned veterans blush. Nutmegs, stepovers, bursting past 2 defenders like they're stuck in quicksand, he's got it all. He's injected a level of unpredictability and flair that his new team desperately lacked. Every game he plays feels like a mini-festival of football, and he's bringing crowds to their feet with almost every touch. His transfer hasn't just improved the team, it's improved the entire matchday experience. Get your popcorn ready, because this season is going to be electric with him around. Alright, drumroll please. Our number 1 transfer, the one already breaking the new season, is none other than the prodigal son himself, Max the Maverick Volkov. When this generational talent announced his return to his boyhood club, the football world stopped. Critics wondered if he could rediscover his world-beating form after a challenging spell abroad. He didn't just rediscover it, he bottled it, multiplied it by 10, and unleashed it on an unsuspecting league. Volkov isn't just a player, he's a phenomenon, a catalyst, and quite possibly, a wizard. He's already transformed his team from hopefuls to genuine title contenders overnight. It's not a transfer, it's a revolution. Max Volkov's immediate on-pitch impact has been nothing short of spectacular. In 4 pre-season games, he's bagged 5 goals and provided 3 assists. That's a goal contribution every 45 minutes. He's playing with a swagger and confidence that elevates everyone around him. Defenders can't get near him, goalkeepers look helpless against his shots, and his passes are finding teammates in pockets of space they didn't even know existed. His presence alone seems to create 2-on-1 situations across the pitch. His old club's fans are probably still crying into their scarves, wondering what could have been. Beyond the raw numbers, Volkov's return has transformed his team's identity. They no longer rely on defensive solidity and counterattacks, they now dictate play, press high, and attack with relentless intent. The shift in mentality is palpable, from hoping for a win to expecting it. The opposition now approaches games against them with a sense of dread. Teams are already having to rethink their entire game plans just to contain him. This isn't just about his club anymore, it's about the entire league adapting to the Max Volkov effect. It's like throwing a grenade into a perfectly organized toy box and watching everything scatter. The maverick factor extends beyond the pitch. Media attention has exploded, season ticket sales have skyrocketed, and the buzz around the club is unlike anything they've seen in decades. Every training session is covered, every friendly is sold out. He's not just breaking defenses, he's breaking attendance records and social media engagement charts. This transfer is a masterclass in how one player can fundamentally change a club's trajectory, both sporting and commercial. If you're not watching his games, you're missing out on the biggest story of the new season. He's the gift that keeps on giving, unless you're an opposing defender. So there you have it, folks, Max Volkov, the undisputed king of immediate impact transfers. His return hasn't just added a player, it's injected a new soul into the club, a new narrative into the league, and a whole lot of sleepless nights for rival managers. While others might take time to settle, Volkov arrived, saw, and conquered the pre-season, setting a terrifying precedent for the actual campaign. This is more than a transfer, it's a statement, a declaration of intent, and a preview of a season that promises to be absolutely wild. Are you ready for the Maverick Show? Because it's already on, and it's spectacular. Thanks for watching.